Hi, I'm Jana, and this is a Real Mom Tech Tour inside the new 2025 Ford Explorer ST line. But don't worry, this same Ford digital experience is in all of the new Explorers, every trim level. And I really love it. It has tons of features and capabilities that I cannot wait to show you. So let's go check it out. If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. Hi, I'm Jana, and I give Real Mom car tours. I am a boy mom, auto enthusiast, and I'm an Aquarius, which means my life and sometimes these tours are a little bit chaotic, but they are fun. So buckle up and let's get back to it. I'm in the driver's seat, and the first thing I want to show you is the pretty animation that you'll see on these screens when I start it up. So let's do that together. Your start-stop button is here, and you'll see we have two screens. A 12.3-inch fully digital display for the driver, which is all of your gauges, and then a 13.2-inch color touchscreen, and this has Google built in and a ton of apps. And that's what I'm going to spend the most time taking you through. But let's start with this digital display. I'm going to bring you in a little bit and show you, you can see your gauges, you can see your seat belt indicator. So if I had 4 boys in here, which I did earlier today, the ones that's not buckled is red, and as soon as somebody puts their seatbelt on, it turns green. Take it off, it's red again. So you get that seatbelt warning, and it is an audible warning. If I were in drive, it would be screaming at me. You touch this button to toggle your driver display. You have My View. You can see trip and fuel, status and information, or vehicle maintenance. You can do it to audio, phone, or the speedometer. I'm going to go back. I'm going to put it on audio. Click OK. Browse presets. We're going to go to FM. And there we go. But YouTube's going to ding me if I play any audio, so we're going to get out of that. You can check out your fuel economy. So we're averaging 20.2. This is an i4 4-cylinder, not the V6, so you're going to have better MPG. You can do My View, which is customizable. It's whatever you want it to be, and you can reset that, but I'm going to leave it. Status and information, this tells us our seat belts, who's buckled. Trailer light status, if there was a trailer hooked up, it would tell us how that's looking, and it has our temperature gauges. So just a little quick look to show you what you can customize on your driver display. This is equipped with Blue Cruise, which is your hands-free driver assistance technology. And it's one of the better ones. I appreciate the fact that you'll get a visual indication when you get on a road that is Blue Cruise enabled or mapped. You will have an icon come up here, it is blue, letting you know that if you touch this button, you can engage Blue Cruise. This is your lane keep, so is your lane centering. This is your gap, so it will adjust the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. If you live on the edge, you'll put it at 1. If you have trust issues, you'll put it at 4. You speed up or slow down, and then you terminate your Blue Cruise. If you're on a road that is not mapped for Blue Cruise, you still have adaptive cruise control. That just means the difference is you'll still have to have your hands on the wheel, but you won't have to have your foot on the accelerator. Since Blue Cruise is here, these are cameras that'll watch my eyes to make sure that I am watching the road. And if I were to, I don't know, look down to send a text or something like that, it would alert me and then disengage Blue Cruise to get my attention back where it needs to be. But my favorite part of the new Ford digital experience is absolutely on this screen. We're going to start at the home screen and look at that. This is also customizable, so if you wanted the home map, you can do that. If you wanted to just focus on audio, you can do that. You toggle your audio choices from here, and a lot of people, really like myself, struggle to find the audio settings. It does have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, which means you don't need a cord to connect your phone. It will come with Sirius XM on a trial. You can get news, Alexa is built in, and Google is built in. And you can connect all of your own music through Bluetooth or Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You would add your phone up here. I turn mine off because sometimes when I'm trying to film a video, it just causes too many issues. You control your climate down here. You have heated seats and heated steering wheel function, and your passenger also has heated seats. This is auto, which means it will auto set based on the temperature. To control your air, touch this button, and you can see whether you want it on your face or your feet, or if you need to defrost. And if you have people in the back seat, this is how you control theirs. Turn the fan up or down, hotter or colder. And this controls both the second and the third rows. To toggle the rear control off, you're going to touch this button and get out of there. Your recirculate button is over here, so that's letting fresh air in. But you can close that and recirculate. If you're going past somewhere that's smelly or dusty. So I'm going to turn this a little bit down so you're not hearing the breeze blowing in the microphone. And we're now going to look at the vehicle status. By touching this icon here, you get to this screen. You toggle your hill descent control on and off. You can put it in valet mode, which means if you are valeting at a restaurant or something, you can control how far they take it, how fast they go, and all that stuff. You can get your vehicle status really easily here, and that is your tire pressure. Interesting that the right side is 2 pounds less than the left. And your oil life. So I have 37% oil life remaining. Very handy for somebody like me who needs a visual reminder to change the oil. And here's a deep dive into your settings. You control your sound. And I do want to draw your attention to the fact this has a B&O sound system. And this whole fabric piece is a sound bar. Isn't that cool? So the sound bar goes all the way across the dash. And the sound in here is really, really premium. I do enjoy the sound. I just hate I can't give you a demonstration because, again, YouTube will ding me on copyright. But trust me, it sounds really good. You have your Bluetooth settings here. My phone, whoever got this before me, CIA surveillance man, is very funny. You control your driver assistance here. And this, pay attention to this part, you guys, because a lot of people don't like these things. And they ding and all that sort of stuff, and people go wild about it. You can toggle on your normal, if you want normal cruise control or adaptive. I prefer adaptive. Whether you want to access your lane centering, in-lane repositioning, you can see all of that here. Predictive speed assist, I do not want, and I'll tell you why. It'll predict the upcoming conditions, whether it's curves or changes in speed limit, and it will adjust your vehicle speed for you. And I don't need that. I don't need that kind of assistance. I like to control my speed, so I'm not using that. But if you're a speed demon or you're prone to tickets, you may like that, especially if you're in an area where all of a sudden it goes from 60 to 70 or worse, 50 to 45. This will keep you on track. So it's there, it's safe. Rear occupant alert. I like this. If you were to have kids' pets in the back of the car, there's a weight sensor, so the car knows somebody is in that seat. If the driver gets out, closes the door, and leaves the occupant in the rear, you have options. It will either alert you or alert and do a horn. I love this technology. It's sad that we need it, but we do. Lighting. You control your auto high beams, whether you want daytime running lights, and do a delay on the auto lamp right here. Key detection alert. I actually want that one on. This will sound the horn if you exit your vehicle, all the doors are closed, and there's no key in the vehicle, and the vehicle is still on. This is like the real world example of this. You are driving, and your passenger, you let them jump out at Target, but they have the key in their purse, and you're the driver, and they run into Target, and they've got the key, and the car will like beep, beep. You have remote start setup, and you can decide if you want a climate control auto start, whether you want auto or the last setting. And it will also have auto seats and steering wheel controls for the remote start. You can update your system here, change your languages, change your units, time, and it shows you the storage in case you put a ton of apps on here. You can set profiles and add accounts so that if you do share a vehicle, if you're going to make this the family car and you have a teen driver, or you're a couple who swaps cars, or you only have one car, You can have different profiles, which I appreciate because everybody has their own settings and things that they like that makes it their car, even if they're sharing. You can control your display. You can make that beep go away if you don't like it. You can make it lighter or darker. You can put dark mode on, like at night, so it's not blinding you, or make it auto. I like auto because I want it to change when the weather changes, and that's what auto was on. That night was on, but this is auto, and so at night, this will turn black again. Theme, you can do blue, copper, or green. I like it blue because it's a Ford. And then your calm screen looks like this. And this is for people where the thing's too busy, they don't like all of it, and at night that will be black. So that's your calm screen. To get out of the calm screen, we go all the way back to settings, display, and take it off of calm screen. I don't want the calm screen. Okay, how the hell? Okay, now we're getting into my very favorite part. This has Google built in, which means it has Google Voice, Google Play Store, Google Maps. You can download apps from the Google Play Store. It already has Alexa built in. I told you about the wireless connectivity. There's a hotspot. So there's Wi-Fi on board, available with a subscription. And this really is the hub of the family. So here's your Google Maps. I'll just toggle that. The thing I like about having Google built in and Google Maps, let's say you don't have your phone on you, but you already have something saved in Google Maps from your phone. You leave your phone at home, you run wherever. Just work with me on this thing. You don't have to have your phone on you. It will integrate. So this will still be your Google Maps. You'll be able to pull down and find the destination that you had saved or one of your favorites, and you'll be able to navigate there with no problem. The best part is I hate typing into these things. And with Google built in, all you have to do is say, "Hey Google, I need directions to Target."
There's a Target 1.8 miles away. Navigate to that one?
No, cancel. So did you
Okay.
Cancel? Do you see how seamless that was? That's Google Maps. Play Store is where if I were signed in to the account, I could download other apps, games, things that I would want through there. You could touch that button for the Google Assistant, and you could also hit this button to get to the Google Assistant. So there's nothing you can't do with your voice in this car. You have your Sirius, all your audio settings, messages, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, that's Alexa built in, I was telling you about. Towing. This can tow up to 5,000 pounds. You can add a trailer and it will take into account all the specs for your trailer, the weight, it'll make sure your lights and everything's ready so that you can feel really good once you go through your trailer connection checklist. And let's do that together just in case you do want to tow, because it's not an SUV if it doesn't tow. Step one, you connect and lock the ball coupler. Step 2, make all electrical connections. I love that it gives you a graphic. If you're trailering something, you probably already know this, but listen, work with me. Maybe you're new and you just want to do it. Cross and connect your safety chains. Make sure we've done that. Connect the emergency breakaway switch here. Ensure the lamps are functioning correctly. Raise the tongue jack. I've never heard the word tongue jack, but there you go. Remove the wheel locks. If you've done that, hopefully you're being safe. And then adjust your mirrors so that you can see the trailer. Finish, and we're ready to rock and tow, you guys. This is how you access your hotspot. This is your owner's manual. So if you weren't sure how many pounds of air go in the tire, or you weren't sure about the settings for your lift gate, you can look all that up here as if it was a paper book for you to use. You control your software updates here, your settings again. You have games you can play, news you can read, YouTube you can watch, you can go to meeting on Webex, and then you have road travel. If you're wondering, why would I want to play games in the car? Well, let me tell you why. I sit at the soccer field 4 to 5 days a week while my kids train. They never train at the same time, so I have one child with me and one child on the field. After they're done with homework, after we walk laps, kick balls, we still have probably another 30 minutes. I will let them watch YouTube or play a game. You can connect a Bluetooth controller to control the game, but if you don't have one, don't want to do it, you can control the game from the screen. And let me show you how my son does it right here. Tell us your favorite things about this car so far.
It has YouTube and it has free games.
Okay, let me show you. This is one of the games. It's Nitro Asphalt or Asphalt Nitro?
Asphalt, Nitro,
Asphalt 2.
Yeah.
And it's a racing game. You can hook up a Bluetooth controller or use it as a touchscreen. So show them how to do it as a touchscreen.
You can just like hit
We got to do elimination.
elimination. It's more one player. Wait, it says multiplayer.
All right, well then player 1 should select. So if you want to do different games, as long as you're connected to the Google Play Store, you can download additional games and apps right here in your multimedia system.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to be the Shelby. Okay.
This is this.
Tell them what to do if they want to follow me. What do you always
Smash the like and subscribe button.
Smash the like button, baby. That is so on brand. If you don't know how to play, no worries. You have tutorials. And to get out, you swipe to the side and get out of the games. YouTube is just as easy as it is at home, and you do not have to be logged in. Let's say that you are loving this video and you want to see more of Real Mom Car Tours. First of all, we need to subscribe. Second of all, we can watch my latest short video. Just like if you were watching it at home. If you decide you want to watch my recent video on the sister vehicle, the 2025 Lincoln Aviator, which is all luxury, you can do that here. I have tons of videos, so now's a great time to remind you to like and subscribe. If you're like everybody else in America and you're a complete workaholic and your office will not leave you alone for a second and you need to be able to go to meeting or Webex or whatever the heck, you can do that on your screen. So if you're driving, obviously you'll only get the audio, you won't get the video. If you are parked and stationary, you will get the video on this screen, which I think is very cool.
All right, hello. So what you're experiencing now is one of the many examples of the core digital experience here. Although this meeting is set up to mute attendee microphones, in a real world scenario, that would obviously not be the case. You could use your in-vehicle experience to directly interact with the meeting participants. You'll also notice that you're only right now you're seeing my video, but you may not be seeing anything else. The reality is that when you're in stationary, you'll be able to get the participants' videos from everybody else in the meeting as well as their videos are done. Of course, when you're in motion, that doesn't happen. You will have the screen blanked out for safety, and you'll just have audio there. So it's fine that you can still use it while you're in motion, but that when you're stationary, it really shines through with video content. You can share office content as well. They can share spreadsheets, cards, whatever.
And last but not least, we have the Road Travel app. This app helps you navigate and plan road trips, including working in bathroom breaks, meal stops, and the best routes to sightsee. Only a couple more things to show you before I let you go. This is your auto start stop button. This button is so polarizing. The auto stop start means if you're at the drive-through at a stoplight, it will turn the car off for fuel savings. You either like it or you don't. It doesn't bother me. I've been driving with that for so long, it doesn't cause me any issues. Your cameras, and I really like the cameras in this Explorer. That's me. I'm parked all wonky, but you can touch the areas you want to see. So let's say I'm in a tight space. There might be a tree here or something. I don't want to hit it. I can zoom in and see how close I am to said object in the front, the back, the side to side to make sure that I'm doing safe maneuvers. If you touch this showing you the 360. You can choose to see what's in front of your car, what's in front and lower, which is the side to side. I love the fact there's a trailer hitch view, which not all SUVs that tow offer a trailer hitch view. I think that's kind of imperative. You have a rear view, and I can X out of that just so you know, so that you can see more of your video. And then if I throw it in reverse, will it let me? And if I throw it in reverse, you get a backup camera with guidelines. I'm not sure if this is technology, but I do want to show you your gear shifter because it's round, it's different, and it's easy. You have just a rotor, a knob, to put you into gear. I like to spin that. You do have an electronic parking brake and multiple drive modes. So I do want to show you your drive modes since we're here, and since you get to see the graphics on the screen, we're going to consider that part of the tech. We'll start all the way on the left. This is your trailering. This is your trailering mode. This is your trailering mode. This is your sport mode, so it's going to give you spirited on-road driving, but you're going to get less MPG. Eco mode is going to give you the best MPG, but it's going to pull back your performance. Normal is your balanced everyday around town driving. Wet, icy, snowy roads. I hope we're done with that, Raleigh. That's exactly what it is. It helps you with your traction control in those conditions. And last but not least, we have light off-roading. This doesn't mean that I'm going hardcore, you know, mudding. That's what we call it in North Carolina. It means I'm on the way to my lake house, my mountain house, my, you know, house in the Outer Banks, and I need more traction control, and that's what that is for. And that's pretty much it. That's the new technology in the 2025 Ford Explorer. So what do you think? If you want to see more in-depth information and a full tour and driving impressions, I have that on my channel, so like, subscribe to Real Mom Car Tours. And if you can handle this brand of chaos, if you want to see more fun and family car reviews, like, subscribe, or whatever we're doing on YouTube. And you can also find me on social media. I'm at TikTok and Instagram and at realmomcartours.com. So I think that's all I've got. Thanks for watching.